Gorgeous space, Frankie, you have going on over there.
Yeah.
Now, we know that you are in the garden and you're doing the weather, but you're also big on cooking.
Yeah.
And garlic is something that you really like. I love garlic, too.
Yeah.
You and I both eat a ton of it and then breathe in each other's faces. We're okay with it because we're friends.
Yeah, it's the worst thing on a first date, but hey. It works out great. You know, if you look at it, its medicinal properties go back thousands and thousands of years. You know, during the building of the pyramids, Egyptians would feed it to all those that were building, the slaves, to make sure that they wouldn't get sick. Yeah,
Oh,
so it does
really
have
good for you.
medicinal properties. It's unbelievable. The time to be planting garlic is when just before the ground frost sets in. They usually say about 3 weeks before the ground frost, and people are like, how do you gauge that? Every year is different, so usually late October into November, depending upon where you live in the country, is when you want to plant.
Okay.
There are two different types of garlic. There's hardneck and softneck garlic. These are all examples of hardneck garlics that are the hardiest garlics that are available out there. You can see there's a nice little purple garlic that's there. These both here are varieties of what are called porcelain garlic. So if you're looking to grow a garlic for the first time, look for one that's porcelain variety.
They're easier to grow?
Easier to grow. The one variety I want you to look for is the one that's right here. It's called Music.
Okay.
And the reason for that, it was developed by Al Music, who's an Ontario farmer, and so it's Ontario grown, bred, and that's the key with garlic. Make sure you're buying Canadian garlic. There's so much garlic out there that's bad, bad, bad. So in terms of planting, all you're going to be doing is, we're going to pretend this is a garden.
Okay.
I would never recommend planting garlic in a container for overwintering, but we're just using this as an example. All you're going to do is you're going to be doing the pointy side up. You're just going to be shoving it into the soil about an inch and a half down, and about 4 to 8 inches in spacing.
So you can see we're burying it down there.
That's it.
And we did the pointy side first.
Pointy side up. If you don't know which way the pointy side is, you point it sideways, it'll figure it out. Size matters, by the way. The bigger the clove, the bigger the bulb of garlic. So this here is going to grow into that over there. Okay, so every one of those cloves becomes a bulb.
Okay, so you put your bulbs in now, you try and do it 3 weeks before the frost starts. Is there anything else you need to do to this?
You can put a little bit of bone meal down just to help it out. That's about it. The whole idea is you don't want to do it too early, because if they sprout too early and we get a cold snap, it's going to harm them. Next spring they come up, you're going to harvest in July, August of next year.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, how do you peel garlic?
I grab the clove.
Okay, let's see what you do.
And I do a little bit of this action.
Okay.
And then once I've got that off, I just use my newly manicured nails.
Okay, great.
This is why my manicures don't last,
right? So what we're going to do is just going to show you another way. Just going to loosen this up a bit, just get that hard neck off. Okay. Just going to shove it in there, in the mason jar.
Yeah.
Then we're just going to throw this on top. I had apple jam in there before. Look at that.
I noticed that.
Apple jam.
Very good. 2015.
So, and just shake.
This is how you're peeling your garlic? Oh, it's working.
Watch. My nails feeling good. Everything's good.
Yeah, manicure's still on point.
So you look.
Oh, it's all peeled. Wow. That's great. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that now.
I saved you.
You saved me so many dollars in manicures.
I tell you, right like that. Look at how fast that was.
That is great.
There are some that believe by being aggressive with the garlic, the garlic's going to have more of a pungent, aggressive take to you. So some people, purists, say do not be aggressive with the garlic.
Right.
They want you to actually go through the harm. The way to get garlic off the smell of your hands, steel wool. If you run steel wool off.
But I love it so much.
I do too. And then storing, you can see that we have a beautiful braid of garlic that's here. That's Ontario garlic. So storing, not in the refrigerator.
Uh-oh.
Okay? You want to make sure it's got to be in a dark, not in a window.
I'll take it out today.
Not in bright areas.
Yeah.
Paper bag.
Okay.
On the counter.
Yeah, I'm doing it all wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So those are just some of the things that are out there.
Paper bag on the counter, or this. This is a beautiful way to do it.
That's great. And if you look, this farm, we got to give a shout out to that farmer too. So that one there is Aran Hill Garlic Farm in Allenford, Ontario. Big shout out to Allenford, Ontario.
Very nice. You know what? When we do something well in this country, you absolutely should support it. So that is a really good point. All it takes is looking at the packaging to figure out where it's from, and if it's between somewhere else and here, go for the ones from here.
You go for the ones from here because it's going to be healthier. You're going to be actually supporting a local farmer.
Yeah.
And with garlic, we're going to show you in a few moments on how you can use it in a few different ways.
Yes.
But
they're going to cook.
It's so damn good.
It's really, really good. Thanks for saving my nails, bud. Let's go to break. We got more coming up.